So Prussia is facing kind of a tough war with the Goths to the south and being distracted by pretty much these undefended Dutch cities to their north. I This could be pretty big, especially with Bohemia just sitting there watching right from the Western Front. I think that we could see some pretty big things happen in this episode. And one thing I wanted to mention is I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of normal for Cracklord to be Cracklord, but I feel like I've been Cracklord for quite a few videos of this series. I don't know why. I always say things wrong. I feel like I definitely have been saying things wrong. Just wanted to address that. I know that I'm. I feel like Cracklord has been pretty prominent in the last few videos, so just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, so the Goths are here, probably going to take Krakow, and I really hope that's the pronunciation there, because that's an amazing pronunciation of a city. Anyways, I imagine that the Prussian AI has to bring in reinforcements. This is where they're having trouble. Like, yeah, you're for sure gonna take the city. Like, you've got too many units over here. You need like 4 or 5 units. That's it. And move on. Utrecht's a little bit more difficult because they don't have the land reinforcements to take this one over. And here, just be patient. You'll take it over eventually. They might even take over this one too. A lot of Dutch cities up for grabs, but they cannot lose southern cities. They can't lose their southern front to the Goths, or else that's going to be for nothing. So we'll see what the Prussian AI decides to do. Actually, right here, it's turn 325, 1905 AD. I don't think we've technically seen like a world war. You know, you can't really classify a world war in the very beginning of these series as like everyone's at war in the very beginning, like around turn 100. But they're not like, you know, it's not, you can't classify them as world war. The units and the units aren't that powerful. The militaries aren't that crazy. There we go. Assyria, Armenia. I don't know why it took me so long to. I was just looking at it. I was just like, little icons. Hey, I like the yellow and the purple. This is a big deal. I've been waiting for Assyria to go back after Armenia. They might even be able to get the Ottomans to help, maybe the Hittites to help. This could easily push Assyria into my own top 3 if they just take over the Armenian capital. They've got to take the Armenian capital, though. Not so much these. And we'll see if they can. Yeah, I mean, Jerusalem and Damascus, these borders don't seem to be much of a threat. They're not, yeah, they don't really, nothing really there. And Byzantium should take over Athens, which Greece will, I think Greece is still, I think they've got something out there. Oh, I talked about we'd go over the demographics. Okay. So, geez, I always forget that. And we check over religion. So we'll do that real briefly. Very briefly, not too long. People don't like when I take too long in like the demographics in Civ 5 or the ledger in EU4. So I'll try to speeden it up a little bit. Let's also check over Prussia. Nope, they didn't bring any reinforcements, and the city will probably fall. Bohemia dealing with some happiness issues. Actually, both. I don't know who spawned these rebels, but they're messing with both empires, so someone's mad at each other. Rebels cross the border, it looks like. People peacing out with Belgium. Prussia very close to taking over this city, but losing in a city in turn. Yep, I figured the Dutch would be embargoed, and then cocoa. Banning of cocoa is passed. Okay, demographics. Boom. Bohemia is winning in like all the categories. Portugal's number 1 in land, and literacy. Bohemia is winning too. Again, demographics don't show us that much, and I know there's some people that want to see the info addicts, but remember, I don't have info addicts on the 60+ Civ mod. I don't know why they can't do both, and that's fine. Next up, the religion. We'll check over religion. Who's winning the religious game? Seems to be, oh my gosh, Protestantism and Islam is really dominating. Finland, that's why they've been chilling, because Finland's probably preoccupied with spreading their religion. And Pope's done pretty good at spreading Confucianism, but nowhere near as strong as Islam, the presence of Islam and Protestantism. Catholicism in the Celtic Empire, Buddhism in Morocco, Hinduism in Hungarian region. I think we've already checked over some of this stuff. I kind of want to check on Islam. All buildings purchase, faith, desert tiles. Yeah, that's why there's not that much. I bet you they're just getting so much faith. I think Mali's just getting so much faith from all the desert tiles they have in the Sahara Desert. That's just going to have them win pretty much the religious game. And actually, I do want to check in on how far Islam has spread. Because I know last time we checked, Iberia was starting to fall to Islam. It still kind of is. So, hey, not even Cordoba. So where is Islam spreading then? It has 47 cities. What the? Look at this. Well, yeah, Morocco's Buddhist. Islam is just completely skipped over Morocco. Like there's a small pocket of Buddhism in Northwest Africa. I think that's really cool. And then yeah, Islam is pretty much spread where you'd expect it to spread, in Africa and the Middle East. That is, and Assyria's mostly Islamic. Oh, okay, and there you go. Wow, these are really accurate borders. Holy crap. And then it stops around Attila's court. Wow, that's I don't think that's ironic, but I'm going to say it anyways. That's ironic. And I fully realize that I'm saying that word wrong. That's a coincidence, I guess. Yeah, but in terms of religion, I don't think there's really any other comparisons. I mean, I'm pretty sure British Isles mostly Protestantism now. Protestant. I don't know what they were at 1907 though. They could be. They could have been Catholic. Yeah, Protestantism very dominant in Scandinavia, Eastern Europe. Bohemia doesn't really have, a majority religion. I mean, kind of Protestantism in the northern part of the Bohemian Empire. Anyways, okay, so let's keep going. I'm glad that we checked on religion. Religion is always kind of a fun thing to check in on. I love the way Islam is spread, and I kind of like how Morocco, facing the most dominant religion in the world, Islam, is holding off. I mean, Morocco's still Buddhist. That's cool. Okay, bam. So Athens has fallen. This will be pretty big for Byzantium. Now they control entirely the Black Sea, and they can move all the way to the Eastern Mediterranean. Finland's going after Armenia. Armenia's pretty safe. I mean, Armenia really just needs to worry about the Assyrians. It's just Assyria versus Armenia, 1v1. Unless the Ottomans get involved, they could, provide a little bit of pressure. See, this is the lost cause. The AI is going after to take back this city, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so will Prussia lose this city? Yes, it looks like it. They're holding back. Now, I think we should see Prussian reinforcements arrive from the north. They're really focused on taking Utrecht, though. Sweden's peaced out with the Dutch. Byzantium and the Vandals have peaced out. Russia, okay, that's smart. Prussia and Russia have peaced out. Russia is not... Yeah, Prussia is no longer providing Prussia. People want me to say use pressure and Prussia, like I did in the first video. Just yeah, mix those up. Rome, Mali might be able to do something to Carthage. I don't think Rome will do anything to Carthage. Denmark versus Norway. That's kind of interesting. Not really. I don't know if anything will come from that. Netherlands have adopted autocracy. Okay. So have the Goths moved yet? I mean, this might be enough. Yeah, this is distracting the Gothic Empire enough, which is amazing. I think Prussia should be able to take over Utrecht now, right? No, there's no way. Prussia desperately needs artillery. They could have done this so much faster with artillery. Big thing for Prussia, though, is that they've finally connected Frankfurt, the former German city. I think this was a former German city, unless I'm unfamiliar with the Prussian city names. Scottish and British have finally peaced out, and Denmark and Bavaria have peaced out. So, yeah, we've got the Prussian sea beggar. Oh, they stole that away. That's kind of cool. I still don't think Utrecht will fall yet. And yeah, you're focused on this city. This is going to be close, man. They're playing risky, but it's a smart risky. I think it's a pretty smart risky. They might be able to peace out with the Dutch. They might be able to force the Dutch into a peace deal, and then all they have to do is defend against the Goths. I'm surprised. The Goths have just been unstoppable. I mean, they might not take much from Prussia, but I mean, like, they just, they continue to look like they're not that strong, and then they just rebuild their military and they go after it again. And they've defended themselves from Prussia, Bohemia, and the Huns almost all at the same time. Like, it's kind of crazy. The Goths have gotten lucky at times, but it's amazing to see this AI just not go down. We've never really seen the British decided to go freedom first. We've never seen like a really strong Gothic empire, but they've always existed. They always stay alive. I think they rarely ever just topple over. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Will Utrecht finally fall now? I don't know. How's Denmark doing against Norway? Oh, hey, they are actually trying. I didn't think Harold would try. Sometimes these AIs get into war and then they don't even try. And it's like, why did you do that then? What's going on? Ooh, France is really rebuilt. France is very tall, but nice little looking empire. Lots of population. Portugal staying quiet. I don't think Portugal has many other ways to expand except for the Italian Peninsula. I've always said, I keep saying it, the Italian Peninsula is key because it's the center of the map and it's divided. I don't know who's going to take it over. It might be Portugal. It might be a few nations. It won't be North Africa, though, because North Africa just can't. Wow. Okay, so Prussia still hasn't taken over Utrecht. They took over this city before that. Oh, you're going to lose Krakow. You're also losing tons of population in that city. Where's your capital? Okay, well, keep your capital safe. So here's the decision the AI is going to have to make. It'd probably be, at this point, better for the Prussian AI just to peace out with the Dutch, but I'm afraid the Prussians are going to push forward and try to take this city. Okay, so the Huns took over... Oh, yeah, the Huns will take over this one, too. Huns slowly still making land grabs, slowly. Yep, they took it. Bam, they took it from Frederick. Do not lose this city. And that's a 14 population city. Let's see where they move their military. We've got Portugal and Bavaria. Ooh, that's the key one, though. The Netherlands going after Bavaria. Actually, vice versa. Bavaria going after the Netherlands. And Bavaria is surrounded. Ooh, this is big. Oh, revolution. Who is it? Prussia. They were the first nation to choose order, and they've been forced to change to autocracy. So clearly, it's Prussia that was dealing with these rebels, and the rebels crossed borders to Bohemian lands. That's kind of funny. Hopefully, like, when something like that happens in Civ 6, there's like a diplomatic hit. Ooh, Arabia, a very weak nation, just declared war on Prussia. Watch more people go to war with Prussia. Yep. Uh-oh. Well, Russia and Prussia's peace treaty should still be up, but look for Finland. Watch for Finland, or I guess Bohemia too. There's Portugal. Ooh. The Huns are kind of distracted by Theodora right now, so I don't think the Huns would get involved. How is Armenia and Assyria doing? They're stalling. Hey, Armenia might be able to take their city back, actually. The city that borders the Caspian Sea. How about the Bavarian-Netherlands conflict? Yeah, so this city's undefended. Bavaria should be able to take this over. There's a lot of things happening. See, that's the thing, though. A lot of things are happening, but no powers are coming out of these conflicts. It's like just people exchanging power, I guess. Like, you know, sometimes they gain power, but then they lose power at the same time. That's not what needs to happen. Boom. I think Norway's gone. I don't think they had any other cities. I guess I can check the ideology window or demographics window to find out, but I think that is... It's been a while since we've had a civ completely die. We went through, like, we started this campaign with so many civs dying, and then we kind of stopped seeing civs die. Not necessarily a bad thing. This has been a really exciting campaign overall. Yep, Armenia took it back. Oh my gosh. Oh, but Assyria had enough to get a small navy, a small fleet in the Caspian Sea, so they're going to have to deal with that. All right, so what's happening? The rebels are actually going to distract the Gothic military force. You better be so careful, Prussia. Once Bohemia says you're done... I don't think... Bohemia isn't that strong, though. There it is. Okay, I made this big deal talking about how we weren't going to see... Oh, they pieced out. I didn't notice that. Made this very big deal in the last video talking about how we won't see a strong Celtic empire this game because the Celts made friends with the wrong nation, and that was Scotland. Assyria did grab it back, the coastal city off the Caspian Sea. Maybe they heard my screams, my cries. The problem is that Glasgow has fallen to the British, so it won't be as easy. It will not be as easy. They've got a lot of units, and Scotland has almost nothing, virtually nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. Okay, so Utrecht has finally fallen. The British having 3 cities is a much bigger deal, and also they pieced out with the city, meaning none of the population died. So that's a big pickup. That's a lot bigger of a pickup than I think we're all expecting for the British. 12 population city It's already surrounded by, pretty good cities as a whole. Now all the British need to do is hope that the Dutch don't go after them, which I think is entirely possible. Turn 335. Yeah, Bavaria should take this Dutch city. Slowly the Dutch are just losing colonies one by one. See, what are you doing, Prussia? They are going after this one, I think. They're not even defending their southern front. Like, it's crazy. And the Huns will take over this Byzantine city, Morocco, and Morocco's chosen autocracy. That's what I was trying to say. And yeah, I think this is going to end in a stalemate. Assyria or Armenia probably won't. I mean, this city might exchange hands a little bit, but that doesn't matter. That's a big deal. The fact that no one is going to take that over. Oh, and Greece is going to lose Kufa in the next one. Next turn, I think. Hungary's chosen autocracy too. Pretty much everyone's going to be choosing autocracy. There's going to be a handful of nations, I think. The fact that the flagship leader of order just went through a revolution is kind of a big deal. The fact that Prussia went through that revolution, that's an issue. The Dutch pieced out with somebody for this city. Oh, no, this is a blockade. No, they've had this city. Never mind. I looked at that icon. I was like, oh, they must have pieced out. No, that's a blockade from Portugal. Portugal might be able to get themselves a colony. Rome and Morocco. African nations have been going after Rome this entire series since the beginning of time for this world. But Rome still holds strong. They still haven't had to deal with a navy force like from Portugal or something, a strong navy. All right, let's go check back with Prussia. You've got lots of sieges beginning, but you're seeing a classic AI mistake. A classic AI mistake where they're trying to begin 2 sieges at once, which is never a good idea. Yeah, they're going to get picked apart if that's the case. And Prussia's now more reinforced than before. And they're still going after more Dutch cities. Very risky move, but I think there might be a light at the end of the tunnel for Prussia. If they end up only losing 1 city and grabbing 4, that's a pretty big win, even if you had to deal with a coalition war at the same time. How about Bavaria and the Netherlands? What? Oh, and the Huns captured that. Sweden and Denmark are back at war. The Celts have landed on the British Isles. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be enough. I mean, they'll send over more forces, but this might be enough to destroy Scotland. I think we also should see Copenhagen finally fall to Sweden. It's been, a long time coming. Oh, nope, I think they will lose the city. They've got to. There's no way they keep that. Turn 337, let's see what Prussia does. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to save them, but I'm going to have to stop it right there. Again, the war is still insane. We've never had a time of peace in this game. And it's so amazing. So right now, the big war, the Prussian coalition, mainly against the Goths, kind of a big conflict. We also have Bavaria versus the Netherlands, the Celts versus Scotland, the kind of stagnant war in the Middle East between Armenia and Assyria. I love it. This is awesome that these wars continue to fly by. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.